Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn about the topic is what is genetic diversity and what are the different types of genetic diversity. So before going to the topic, first of all we know the what is biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity means diversity means variations. Biodiversity means variations occurs in the living organisms. When we observe our surroundings, different kinds of organisms. So already we know that different types of organisms. When we are in one place, we are also observe different types of organisms. They are also vary in size, form, feeding habits and behavior. So mainly that different types of organisms also vary means variation occurs in size, form, feeding habitats and behavior. So feeding habits are different. Then size also different. Form, that means structure also different. And behavior also different from one organism to another organism. For example, when we observe in this world, so more than 20,000 species of ants are present. So ants, when we observe more than 20,000 species, mainly that they are also having variation. Then 3 lakhs species are beetles. Beetles, how many beetles are present? 3 lakhs species of many different types of beetles. Then when we observe the fishes, 28,000 species of fishes, that means on that type, on that number of varieties are present. Then 20,000 of species of orchids are mainly we observed in this living world. So these are also, when we observe each species also having more number of species, that more number of varieties we can observe. Then not only that, so mainly these biodiversity, first of all, mainly the scientist, so Edward Wilson, so he was the sociobiologist. He described this word mainly, so he mentioned that mainly he described so mainly the biodiversity. Then after that the biodiversity, the term also popularized when he mentioned or he described the levels of biodiversity, how it is popularized. So the introduction of Edward Wilson. So mainly, so he popularized the word. So mainly that is biodiversity. So how it is popularized? So mainly he described 3 levels of biodiversity. That is genetic diversity, then species diversity, after that ecological diversity. That means genetic diversity, variation occurs in the genes. That is called genetic diversity. Variation occurs mainly in the among the species. In the species level, that is called species diversity. Variations occurs at the ecosystem level. That means among the species or among the ecosystems, that is called ecological diversity. So this is the mainly biodiversity and different types of biodiversity. Of this also, let us we know the first one, that is genetic diversity. What is genetic diversity, my dear students? So the variation or diversity of genes within a species. A single species may show high diversity of mainly variation or high diversity at the genetic level over its distribution range. So that is also, we know that in this method, in this example example, 20,000 species of ants, 3 lakhs species of beetles, 28,000 species of fishes, 20,000 species of orchids. So this what we observed, that is diversity of genes within a species. Is it right? Yes. Within a species, mainly the diversity is present. So a single species may show high diversity at the genetic level over its distributional range. That means all these different types of species not at one place. They are diversified, they are distributed in different regions. So each species it is different to mainly another environment. So that is mainly distributional range. Based on that the species, mainly each species also having variation. For example, when we observe the Rauwolfia vomitoria, it is the medicinal plant. So mainly it is growing in the Himalaya region. So in which region? That is Himalaya region. Mainly the ranges show great genetic variation. So mainly which might be in terms of potency and concentration of the active chemical that plant produces. Mainly what is the active chemical? That is mainly reserpine. So reserpine it is the active chemical. It is treating high blood pressure. Mainly reserpine it is used to mainly treating high blood pressure. Mainly it is extracted from the Rauwolfia vomitoria. From the plant reserpine it is extracted. Mainly it is treating high blood pressure. So mainly for this treatment high blood pressure, reserpine it is the medicine. So mainly that's why Rauwolfia vomitoria it is considered as that is the medicinal plant. In which region it is growing? That is Himalaya region. So mainly, so the great genetic variation mainly we also observed in this plant. Then when we observed in India more than 50,000 different strains of rice. That means rice when we observed how many different types of strains? 50,000 different types of strains of rice are present. So these are the examples for genetic variation. Then 1,000 varieties of mangoes. So mangoes also when we observe how many varieties? 1,000 varieties of mainly strains of mango plants. So that's why mainly even one species that is mangoes or rice, mainly of this also different types of varieties are here. So this is variation occurs at the genetic level. So that's why this is called mainly genetic diversity. So mainly the genetic diversity, different types. So that are mainly 50,000 of mainly different strains of rice and 1,000 varieties of mangoes are present. Even Rauwolfia vomitoria also it is having mainly so different types of plants also mainly they are present. So in this species also having great genetic variation. So mainly so these species mainly how it is variation mainly at the potency and concentration of the active chemicals. So mainly these active chemicals so mainly they produces the plants. What is the plant? Rauwolfia vomitoria. So mainly so which type of chemical, which type of the medicinal it is produces, that is also mainly different. Rauwolfia vomitoria, Rauwolfia serpentina. So mainly that are different types of strains that produces mainly reserpine. It is treating high blood pressure. Okay, my dear students, this is the genetic diversity and mainly different types of genetic diversity. Okay, so when we know this topic, you maintain the notes regularly. Okay, thank you.